Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Johnson, but intruder. Welcome back to Fallout 76 Wastelanders. Where last time, we did a bit of work for the Raiders and got to know Ra and Johnny, who were both absolute flipping stars. And yeah, the Raiders at that point wanted me to commit to their cause. But I'm not doing that till I've met everybody who might be working with Foundation as well. And that means we're heading to the Mire. So here we are at the Valley Galleria, and yes indeed, we need to raise a flag to summon a couple of people who might be able to help us. But the people in question, we know that they come from Pittsburgh, and that's a pretty big red flag in the Fallout universe. The pit has always been a bit of a nightmare, so yeah, I don't want 100% trust these guys, but we'll see. We'll see what happens and whether we want to trust them. So give the flag a little bit of a wave. And where, my friends, are you? Who are you, and are you involved in, you know, slavery, cannibalism, etc.?
Vault Dweller, we see your signal. Make your way due north towards the hill. You'll see a concrete bunker. We will be watching your approach carefully.
Okay, concrete bunker involving... Okay, guys, there is a river in the way, but alright, fine, whatever else. Do I have a flag now? Why have I got a... Am I supposed to have this? Wait, hang the flip on here. Okay, I've just got a flag. It's a little bit in the way, and now I can't go into third person. I'm not 100% whether this is a bug or not, but okay. No, I definitely think this is a bug, because I'm not actually able to access my quick menu anymore. That's just not showing up, so the only way to change weapons is to go into the Pip-Boy, which doesn't pause the game. So this is good. Okay, seriously, you guys just need to naff the flip off. Okay, now the flag's gone yellow, so this is fine. I feel like these guys were just leading me into a trap. Yeah, the flag's now looped around itself, and also I've got parasites because one of the diseased ones bit me. So, okay, thanks guys, thanks for this. And seriously, this flag isn't supposed to be here, is it? Well, I've tried fast travelling away and back, and the flag's still here, so we'll see if, like, you know, there's a place to pop it down in the bunker. Otherwise, may have to reload the game in a second. Okay, guns away anyway, because, yeah, these guys seem a little bit on the jumpy side. If you'd happen to have any, like, antibiotics, that'd be great, because your stupid flags kind of just got me parasites. Here we go. Specialists from the pit. I do not... Then again, you've got a dog. Okay, now I know you've got a dog, I trust you a lot more. Hello there.
Oliver Fields, Captain, United States Army. Now that we got the pleasantries out of the way, I have one question for you. Why the hell are you planning on stealing America's gold reserve? Uncle Sam not give you enough hugs and kisses while he was keeping you safe in that vault?
Aha! These specialists are actually US Army. And they're basically still acting like, you know, pre-war authorities still mean something. So, yes indeed, America kind of over. In fact, I can literally take you to the bunker where the corpses of the government are, because a rogue AI kinda killed them.
Don't you know a lick of history from before the war? We've always been forged in fire. Maybe we got a bit burnt this time, but I can't believe it's the end.
Okay, so he's not accepting that, but also, yeah, where the hell have you bloody bastards been? Well, actually, we know. Large parts of the US Army eventually ended up just sort of becoming the Brotherhood of Steel, but for some reason, you guys aren't.
We've been heading back down from up north. Before you ask why it took so long, take a long, hard look at your day-to-day in Appalachia. It's nice here. You've got it so good that I'd have wanted my mama to retire here. Giant bats. Boo-hoo.
Okay, fair enough. From what we've heard, Pittsburgh was actually worse than that, yes. But then again, you guys have been in Pittsburgh, and we know that place is going to go a lot worse yet, so good job up there, you stupid losers. Anyway, yes, we're going to create a currency. We're not 100% sure it's going to work, but we're going to give it a go.
World ends, and suddenly every Tom, Dick, and Mary thinks they're in charge. What makes you so special, huh?
Oh, and this is cute. The various achievements I've actually done previously, I can actually start bringing them up. So, yeah, strength or charisma. But, last member of Order of Mysteries, or I can talk about Lieutenant Taggedy, the US Army Rangers, Fire Breathers, Mayor of Watoga, I happen to be the guy who's got the flipping nukes, member of the Enclave, we are the government. That strikes me as, yeah, the best option there, because he is basically trying to refer to authority. If I am the authority, he sort of has to obey, but, not going to deny, I do want to say I'm the last member of the Order of Mysteries, because he's going to have no idea what that is, but I just want to know what his reaction's going to be.
And I'm the king of the moon.
As in the Mistress of Mysteries? Do you have the Blade of Bastet? The Voice of Set? Ah, the Eye of Ra!
All of the above, yes!
Sergeant, stand down.
Yes, sir. Hey, let's talk later.
I like you, Thompson. So, okay, they weren't willing to, accept that one, and, what else is ridiculous? Ah, Mayor of Watoga. He'd have no reason to accept that as being of interest.
Oh yeah, we came through there. Thompson, aren't you the mayor too?
Not today, sir. It only lasts for a day.
Okay, so, yes, they know about that, fair enough, and, alright, so, what else do we actually want to, bring up here? Okay, Taggart and the US Army Rangers, we know what's happened to those guys, you've got to want to know that, seriously, you probably do.
We were in contact with them before. Lieutenant Taggarty seemed like a fine soldier. Then they just kind of dropped off the radar. That's part of why we decided to head down this way. It was pure coincidence that we ran into the civvies that Page has pulled together. We already confirmed that they're all dead or missing. But we appreciate you trying to bring us that news. Will you be that honest if I ask you something? Do you know what your Vault's primary mission was? Not the Rebuilding America bull, the real mission.
Well, the Overseer was after some nukes, so I'm guessing that's what's going on there, and we were trading attack hamsters. That's marvellous, but yes indeed, I'm not sure whether she was ever supposed to, but our Overseer, well, the impression I got is she was kind of going rogue to try and secure the nukes, but it's possible she had that mission from Vault-Tec, I suppose.
That sounds in line with Vault-Tec's MO. I'm sure they didn't bother checking if that's okay with the Pentagon. All right, people, what do we think of this Vault Dweller? Radcliffe, Thompson, Lucky?
I mean, I give anyone who doesn't shoot it as bonus points, so checks out to me.
Yeah? Holds up with everything we were able to recon. Page wasn't lying, at least.
Oh, Lucky likes me too.
All right, looks like you passed the test. Now let's talk about this Vault 79 you're so keen on breaking into.
Okay, so now I'm starting to wonder whether maybe this is a bit gated, because yeah, we know this is, well, presumably, if it's symmetrical with the Raiders, the last mission before you lock in with Foundation, so it's possible you're not supposed to do it until you've made a bit more progress through the main game. So you might need to have achieved a certain number of, accomplishments before you're actually able to win in round if you can't meet the strength or charisma. Not sure, so yes indeed, high-end turrets, need to blast our way past them.
Oh, we know all about them. Luckily, Page gave us enough info to ID the problem. Sergeant Radcliffe, you want to take it from here?
We're dealing with RobCo's semi-autonomous immobile weapon platform, only used for special government procurement. Extra thick ballistic shielding, plus reflective paneling, and internal temperature regulation. Even has built-in air fresheners. But can your new buddy Radcliffe beat him? Of course he can. Just need a little help from the source.
Okay, so RobCo, you need something from... by any chance do you want me to go back into that RobCo vault I found earlier?
Seeing as we have a good feeling about you, I say we work together on this one. You and I are going to meet up at the RobCo Research Center down near Watoga. See if we can find the equipment I need to bust through those turrets. And we better hope we do, because my only backup plan is politely asking the turrets not to shoot us. And that never goes well.
Aha, so been over there to deal with some robo-brains before with the Raiders, so alright, fair enough, I shall see you there. And anything you can tell me about RobCo, actually?
The high points are that it's a facility full of people who were smart enough to know better, but somehow didn't. You know how sometimes their robots go nuclear when damaged? That's by design. That's on purpose. Think about that. Most were made for civilian use. In what world does that make sense? A fucked up one.
Ah, by any chance, like, yeah, their attempt to defend their own proprietary hardware. No one could examine them without them going boom. Okay, interesting, very, very interesting. And yeah, I'm guessing you were like an engineer or a tech specialist or something.
Because I'm criminally overdue for a promotion?
Okay, fair enough, just a bit of a comedian, whatever. Yeah, I definitely feel like this flag's not supposed to be here. Right, I'll reload the game in a second, but first, I need to talk to you about the Mistress of Mystery.
Unpacking can wait.
Oh, tragedy, she doesn't actually want to discuss comic books with me. Boo. Okay, good news, the flag's gone. And even better news, I've actually got the voice of Set with me, so as we're going back to RobCo, perfect. So, back again, we were here very recently, but on this occasion, there's also a Scorched Beast just taking on some robots. So, okay, you guys just go take care of that, actually. You guys can just deal with each other. I'm just going to stay invisible and, stay completely out of it. Though, if I could bring down a dragon with a bow and arrow, then that'd be fun. Really gone flipping full Skyrim. I mean, at the bare minimum, this is really rather nice and flashy and cinematic. You don't see robots versus dragons that often outside of Watoga. Oh, I think I just flipping nailed him. Oh, that was totally my shot that got the final kill. Boom. A few cards exploding over there. Right, you aren't actually a legendary, so you're probably not going to give me anything good. But at the bare minimum, there's a couple of robot corpses and whatnot. Lovely. 2 frag grenades and, a single lung and nothing else. Okay. I was kind of hoping for some more food, to be honest. I'm kind of a bit on the hungry side. Still, no need to cause any trouble here, as I'm nice and invisible. I can just sneak around all of you bastards. Yeah, you just try and locate me. Good luck with that. Okay, in we go. And this lad's already here. And I don't see any red yet, but I'm guessing we're going to be running into trouble, because this place is... this place was always robots, if I recall correctly. So, sooner or later... Hello there, by the way, I can go invisible anytime I want to.
Hey, you're not dead. Oh, Thompson, a cold one. Remember, we're looking for military research projects. General rule, they keep the good stuff in the back.
Ooh, hang on. Do I remember this place having a basement? A secret torture basement? No, that was West Tech, I think. Maybe anyway, this place could have a secret basement. Well, for the time being, I've been here before, so if there's any access cards, we should be research wing. Well, that sounds promising. Alright, move in that direction. And... okay, just don't talk too much here, because I can take out... Shut up, Radcliffe, I can take out some of these before they even know we're here. So just chill out, relax, let me do most of the work. Including... ooh, okay. Level 45 war mines, that's not nothing. So you don't know where I am precisely, you're just blind firing to where you think I am, and then you just sort of glitch for a door. Where's Radcliffe gone? Radcliffe, I'm going to be needing you to provide, like, some support. Not much, but, like, some. Also, screw you down over. Okay, that did not miss, screw you. Alright, Mr. Gutsing. I see you around over here. Yeah, for some reason, Radcliffe's just not getting involved. I mean, he's military, he's got a gun, but he just doesn't feel like it for some reason. So how about you just come over in this direction? That's right, just follow over here, and would you like to, save me the ammo? There we go, he's finally going to bother getting involved. Actually, can this guy die? I really hope not, otherwise that could be unfortunate. Then again, the robots seem to be... the robots, I think, might only be interested in me. The reason he's safe is because they just never attack him. Well, that certainly makes life nice and easy. When I say easy, by the way, I mean, easy for him. And yeah, we're in the research wing, but don't know precisely where it is I'm supposed to be, going. It's somewhere around here. I just need to find something. So, okay. RobCo, something to do with turrets. And that'll be a turret over there, speak of the flipping devil. Okay, so the turrets are willing to shoot him at the bare minimum. Level 40, shouldn't be too difficult to knock that out. Okay, turret number 1 goes down, and... okay, he's just pushing on ahead. I'm pretty sure he's immortal, so that's all absolutely a-okay. We can just, do the rounds. That's more research. That's pretty good. Sadly, yeah, there's a bunch of broken arrows there. Why did I come here the first time?
Look at that. Just needs a brain. A clarification. I'm not volunteering. Couldn't work my magic with those pincers anyway. They probably got some brains in storage somewhere. That seems like a very them thing to do.
Aha! We've got ourselves a robo-brain. Get a friendly robo-brain on our side. He could hack the turrets for us. And, okay, I swear this quest, basically word for word, was in Fallout 2. There was a quest in Fallout 2 where, actually, it wasn't compulsory, it was an extra thing. It was in the Sierra Army Depot? I can't remember. But yeah, there was a quest where you went down to the basement, and there was a robo-brain, and you had to kind of, you know, get a brain and set it up correctly and whatnot. So, okay. Give this thing a look-see. Head, dome, and brains are missing. Okay, so we are indeed bringing an old Fallout 2 quest back from the dead. Well, that's marvellous. And there's also a turret here. Aha! I'm guessing that what's going to happen is, yeah, the game's going to say, oh, looky here, we can demonstrate that this robo-brain's good at hacking turrets. Gotcha. Alright, here we go. Start with a terminal, figure out what's going on.
Nice work. Sensors indicate the problem squatters have been removed. Check in with me from time to time. I may have additional assignments for you to carry out.
Okay, so first thing we got ourselves is, yeah, breakdown of the turrets. So shielding, reflective, yeah, he was mentioning that. So we're going up against the most recent 1.05 turrets. Gotcha. Here we go. I'm excited to announce that RobCo has agreed to my proposal to preserve the entire research team's collective intelligence through the ODIA. Okay, so, yes, your cranial cavity is going to be scooped out. Your brains are going to be suspended in biomedical solution. So as a result of that, yeah, they were all volunteered by their boss to become robo-brains. What happens if I try and lodge a complaint about this? And, error. Unfortunately, the database is full. Dear oh dear. Okay, so this wasn't even a case of, yes, converting them into robo-brains. The brains were, like, put on ice or whatever until they were needed. So you get the brain of the person you need, you plug it in, then they work for as long as you need them to work, then you just put them back on ice. Okay, that's somehow even more horrifying than the usual robo-brain story. Lovely. So grab a brain. We have to make sure we've picked the right brain. We need to make sure we've picked someone, potentially, who we're confident is going to cooperate, or can be manipulated into cooperating. Next, cook the brain. Right, so, yes, preservation isn't perfect. Contamination can build up in the gel mixture, so it needs a little sizzling. So we need to literally pop the brain in the microwave. And, okay, there's going to be a process for that as well. There's going to be expert technicians involved. And finally, plate it. Pick a dome up from storage and mount it. So, okay, find a brain, microwave the brain, put it on a plate. Okay, first up we need to find a suitable brain. So somewhere in this part of the world. Looks like it might be down rather than up. Look out for... oh! Okay, we got trouble. So we're just going to do a bit of... okay, that was a good drama entrance right there. Well done. Now we can just start laying down the fire. You finish him off. I'll move on to the next while you're just taking care of him. I see turret. Right, you finish off the robo-brain, I'll take out the turrets. Okay, much shooting of robots later. I think we've cleared out most of them, so... right, I do not have a quest marker, so bonus points right there. Instead, robo-brain assembly, no. I need to actually find a brain. So, storage. Okay, that's one place you might keep a brain. Or robo-brain R&D. That looks promising.
Oh, whose brain do we nab? The person in charge will be an obvious pick, but speaking as an old boot on the ground, it never hurts to look 1 or 2 rungs down the ladder.
Okay, so yeah, potentially the person who's actually in charge wouldn't necessarily know the most about, you know, programming bits and pieces. So, okay. There's a brain right there. One brain appears to have been a little bit on the broken side. So, alright. That's one. Dr. Diaz, that's all absolutely lovely. Do I actually have any choices? Yes, tinkering. What have we got going on here, precisely?
It has come to the board of directors' attention that you have been tinkering with the Voice of Watoga project to give it the voice and personality of your late mother. I understand that you two were close, and I know what it means to lose someone dear. But we cannot allow this type of flagrant disregard for project specifications to continue without reprimand, no matter how sympathetic we may be to your personal loss. If you do not cease your tinkering and remove all the related changes from the project program and data files, you will be let go without hesitation. Thank you for your understanding and immediate compliance in this matter.
Okay, so if that note pertained to Dr. Diaz, then Dr. Diaz had some emotional baggage that, one, might be problematic, but two, might also make Diaz a bit easier to manipulate. Okay, try a couple of other brains here. Gina. Okay, I'm going to need more information about who's who. Like, say, a terminal that tells me who all these people are. So, Greg, Tina, Dr. Diaz. And I'll be taking a magnet too, actually. Okay, I'm going to be needing more information before I can make an informed choice. Okay, I've been up and down this area, and I can't see any notes that mention these three. There's other names floating around, but yeah, the RobCo building's also used for the, the conspiracy plot involving the guy we need to have your photo taken for with Toga itself. So, all the notes around here seem to refer to that. So, okay, let's just pick up all of the brains. We'll just grab all of them and, aha, I see. It's not about finding notes. We need to actually examine the brain, but I need intelligence to do it. Okay, how much can I boost my intelligence right now? Because my intelligence is not spectacular. I do have a hit of Daddy-O right here. That's intelligence +3. Okay, I've been meaning to make a bit of a change anyway, to be perfectly honest. So, hang the flip on here. Level up. Let's actually move a point around, because intelligence 5 is a little bit on the low side anyway, to be perfectly honest. I feel like we need to, lose a point out of charisma in order to move it over to intelligence. I've been wanting a little bit more intelligence. And now I can have Gunsmith 4 and Licensed Plumber 2 on simultaneously, so that's pretty nice. Plus, just quickly do some mentats, and I should be able to examine these brains. So, okay, examine this guy. He is Engineer Immobile Weapons. I'm gonna be honest, that sounds like a turret to me. So, unremarkable brain in the best possible sense. Assuming the process didn't traumatize him, Greg should be a perfectly normal mind to talk to. Okay, leave that for the time being. Check Gina. So, if it's possible for a brain to radiate sadness, this one does. I don't believe that's real science right there. And, okay, sad, but intelligent. Gina, oh poor Gina. So potentially traumatized from the process, and, I mean, Greg seems like a good bet to me. That seems like a really, really good bet. And what about you, my friend? Examine this brain as well. So, head of Immobile Weapons Research. Given an examination. Discoloration. Unstable personality. Okay, the problem is, what was Gina's actual job? Because, sad, but it doesn't actually say she worked in this department specifically on turrets. But folding is complex. Not unstable, just sad and not keen on what's going on. So, unremarkable. Then again, perfectly normal. I'm kind of tempted to go for Gina. No, that would be horribly, horribly cruel to do, right? To deliberately bring Gina back when we know she might be... I'm doing it, we're bringing back Gina! Look, we need the most intelligent person for the job here. And the game specifically said she had some complex stuff going on in her brain. So, okay, next up... Yes, we need to microwave the brain, that's right. Okay, we got a note here. Set it to 7, just neutral like pure water. The brain is happy. Okay, so neutral 7, that's pH scale. The pH scale goes from 0 to 14, where 0 is very acidic and 14 is very alkaline. So 7 is neutral, like water. Okay, 7. got brain jar placement and some other stuff here. Okay, there's also... here we go. pH, temperature, time. Right, so that's fine, but we probably need to find some more clues first. So, okay, pH 7, another note over here. Look, for the last time, set the brains to... does that say 41? I think that says 41, but that's a weird font. You don't want to burst them. So, yes, set brain temperature to 41, which is probably good. And one more note over there as well. This is fun, figuring out how to set the brain correctly. I'll be having some medics, by the way. And, hang on, there's also a tape here. Oh, I feel like something bad might be about to happen if I learn something bad about Gina in this tape. Okay, thankfully this is just someone who recently started working here and has no strong opinions about Gina being potentially a serial killer or something. But, fun answer to something I can't remember if I ever actually got an answer to in the original base game. Yeah, the Miss Nanny over in Berkeley Springs, who, yes, apparently is very much not doing her job correctly because she was programmed wrong as a joke by this woman on her last day. So, can't remember if I found that already, but that's good to know. And finally, since you always burn the popcorn, this should just be set to 3. Don't want to smell burned brain again. So, time 3, pH 7, temperature 41. Yes, that was it. Good. So, pH, then temperature, then time, then we just plug in a brain, and... which brain are we prepping? Gina! We're going to bring Gina back to life. She might not thank us for it, but we're going to do it. And I like how we're not even microwaving her. We're just popping her on a gas stove and just, boiling her for a bit. Marvellous. Now, I can't help but notice, I think some robo-brains might have just woken up and be... No, it's just a gutsy. That's... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's also Assaultrons. Okay, so, you keep them busy for a second. I just need to pop the Assaultron's head. That's the important bit. Yep, whole bunch of new robots. Just a sec. Okay, so we've taken out the Assaultron's face, and then just give me its legs, please. And then one arm, 2, and you, my friend, are now not particularly a problem. Good. Okay, final step of the process here. Need to find a Robo-Brain dome. Now... okay, we just killed a Robo-Brain. Where was the Robo-Brain? By any chance can I pull a dome out of you? No, the notes did say once and done. Once it's fixed for good. So, yeah, you can't just pull one off an existing Robo-Brain. Alright, storage was right here. I mean, that logically is where, you'd store stuff. Ah, here we go. There's an office right here where presumably they were doing like a presentation about the Robo-Brain. So, okay, one dome. That should be the last part. So, back to our Robo-Brain friend here. So now all we need to do is examine. Add Gina's brain. Gina, I am so sorry about this, but I'm kind of curious what your story is. Alright. And, hello Gina. You may notice you're now a robot.
No, you can't bring me back. I got away. Why are you doing this?
To be honest, I just need you to, hack some turrets or something, so... with intelligence of 12, we could just cheer her up by giving her lots and lots of lovely drugs, but, unfortunately, no. And they can't hurt you anymore, but you can still hurt them. Alright, that's one approach. I'm so sorry. I need your help hacking some turrets.
Oh, okay. What do you need my help with? I'm awful at everything. Just ask anyone.
Okay, I think you're just saying that because you don't want to speak to me. Alright, we examined your brain and apparently had some, good complex patterns to it, which is presumably good, I guess. So, yes indeed, bypass experimental turrets.
You mean the turrets Dr. Diaz made? Oh, I filed a bug report for something ages ago that she never got around to fixing. I can fabricate some tools that will bring them down so fast they won't know what hit them.
Okay, that sounds very promising.
Wow, my robot body doesn't seem to experience pain. That's different. I can't feel anything, actually.
Okay, so yes, this is slightly monstrous, which is I think things might be... Yep, things are waking up. We're going to need to protect her. Leave Gina the flip alone. And I'm pretty sure I see in the distance, yep, we got Robo-Brain Devastators coming in. Alright, for Devastators, I'm cracking out the shotgun. Yeah, you can have no limbs whatsoever, actually. Yeah, good luck flipping running, you stupid loser. And I think that's every single one of your parts now crippled. Yep, now you've got no anything. Lovely. Oh, the shotgun. The shotgun's just beautiful. Okay, Gina, are you nearly done? Because... there might be more, yeah. Actually, if it's Assaultrons next, that's fine. Assaultrons I can handle.
So we're gonna hijack the command communication signals to just shut it down. No need to overcomplicate things, right?
Good. Easy is good. We like easy.
Yeah, I can buy that, Gina. I'm glad I woke you up. And, oh, we got more yet, though. Right, reload. What's it gonna be? And more Assaultrons. Okay, take out the weapons. Take out the flipping weapons so it can't do anything to me. Go for the arms. Go for the arms again. Yep, no weapons for any of you, please. No weapons. Stop diving in the way of your friend. Anybody else? No, I think we're good. Okay, none of them have got arms anymore. You're about to explode, by the way. Maybe back away, and hopefully he'll take out some of his friends with him. And if we're very lucky indeed, you just stay a bit close to him. Oh, they're all about to start exploding. Okay, down on the ground, please. Down on the flipping ground. No legs for you. Okay, there's gonna be another wave yet, though. There's 100% gonna be another explosion over there. Ah, I'm guessing you're just demonstrating that you know how to make those things go pop.
You don't need anything else. I'm gonna just sit here for a moment and contemplate my new existence.
All right. Feel better, maybe? Or just keep staring into the meaningless maw of existence. Gina? Oh, she's doing it. She's all in. Let's get out of here. Bye, Gina.
You know what? This is probably the most monstrous thing I've ever said, but I'm kind of disappointed Gina wasn't more, you know, sad. So I was hoping for a bit more of a tragic backstory, but... Gina, are you okay, by the way? Gina? Gina? Okay, Gina doesn't want to speak to me anymore, and now she's just dragging around a corpse, so... Okay, Gina just lives here now. Gina's fine. And I don't think I could put Gina out of her misery if I wanted to, because... yeah, if you can't vat someone, then yeah, there's nothing you can do to them. They're just untouchable. So unfortunately, have fun, Gina. I'm sure everything will be fine. I wish I'd been intelligent enough to, you know, fix your hormone regulator or whatever. But, oh well. So I'm not 100% sure what these tools are, by the way, but, okay, maybe they're like grenades or something? No clue, but I've got them now. Okay, back to the bunker, and yeah, after we completed the third step for the raiders, Johnny basically insisted on a cut for himself personally, and as these guys aren't actually, you know, part of the same faction they're going to be helping out, I suspect the same thing's about to happen. They're going to insist upon a cut, because they don't recognise my authority. So okay, Fields.
Sergeant Ratcliffe reports that you procured the tools we need. I'm impressed.
And yes, indeed, we made a good team. But no, let's see if they're willing to actually, you know, follow orders.
As long as you don't try to lead us over a cliff, I don't see that being much of a problem. Paige, Dr. Hornwright, that hyperactive communist kid, and now us. You sure picked a strange team, but you've shown that you can follow through. I'm convinced you'll actually pull this damn thing off. We'll be packing up and heading over to Foundation. No sense coordinating from two places. Eager to get this done, so let us know when.
Okay, he fell into line, surprisingly easily, and didn't try to screw me for a bigger cut. Okay, this is going to take some serious thinking. Also, Thompson, would you like to discuss comic books now?
What's that smell?
Unpacking can wait.
Okay, Thompson, you are the biggest disappointment in this entire DLC to me. You promised discussions about comic books. Alright, here we go. Back underground, and we need to check in with Paige to wrap up the quest.
You really know that whole over-deliver mantra, don't you? Captain Fields and his soldiers say they're here to stay. We got the crew and the equipment. All that's left is to get to work. You let me know when you're ready, because once we start, it's gonna be real noisy.
And I'm guessing that's all we need to do, except, hang on, anything else you need doing?
No, we're already here. You've built a team, and we're all just waiting on you to lead it. Just let me know when you're ready.
Okay, so there we go. Reputation up. Get myself an anti-armor refined old guard's 10mm SMG, which is kind of useless, but whatever. And just duty calls is done. I'm guessing that means now we're going to begin side with these lads, right? Yep, quest started, siding with Foundation. So this is it. This is the moment we have to make a choice one way or the other. So, here's the thing. I went into this fully expecting to side with the Raiders because they've got the coolest armor. Crater just looks so much cooler than Foundation, but I have been taken a little bit by surprise by, yeah, the folks of Foundation, which is, I like the characters on this side. Well, not a lot more because there's some really great characters on both sides, but Penny with her massive pet mining drill that follows her around, that's great. Jen is a star with a little pet Liberator who's bumbling around here somewhere. I haven't seen it recently, but, you know, it has been mentioned a few times. It's probably around here somewhere. And the US Army are on side. They seem like they were, you know, pretty chill, all things considered. And on top of that, they haven't tried to screw me into a commitment for more gold. They're just willing to back us up. Now, if we're trying to set up a new country, a new civilization, a new currency, we need legitimacy. Having, you know, an actual still in uniform part of the US Army present, that's going to help. That's going to help with the perception of legitimacy, and that's going to help with people actually accepting that we can be trusted as an issuer of currency. So, okay, that's all some good stuff here. Over on the Raider side, Rah-Rah's great. I love Rah-Rah. Gale I can take or leave. She didn't really have that much to say. Johnny's fun, but he also tried to screw us over. And I don't trust him. Not one little bit. Or Meg or any of the rest of them. And bear in mind, I still haven't got over the fact that, yeah, these guys were mostly willing to accept the vaccines immediately. Meg was basically skeptical about vaccines. And I can't help but hold that against her as well. On the other hand, there is Lucky Lou. Lucky Lou on the Raider side. He was fantastic. He was a star. By the way, thank you to the people who let me know. Apparently, that was a really distinctive Pittsburgh accent that I thought was South African. No, he's from Pittsburgh. So, I'll be sad not to be working with Lucky Lou again. But then Jen. I do like Jen. Jen's a little star. So, okay. Okay. I think we're doing that. I think we're going to back Foundation. But there's one thing I'd like to take a bit of a look at before we actually, you know, officially double-cross the Raiders. And that's the companions back at your camp. So yeah, there's two proper companions. Lots of little ones to just give you, like, some procedurally generated quests. But only two that have proper stories. Commander Daguerre over here, and then Beckett. And I'd like to actually take a look-see of Beckett first, because his plan basically seems to be, hey, I want to assassinate a big old pile of raiders. So I'm down for that. I'm very down for that, because I've got a special toy that might help out with that. We'll get to that in just a second. So yes, to summon Beckett back to my camp, I need to actually just very quickly slap up his little Beckett stand. There we go. Get rid of her little terminal. Build a new Beckett's bar, and Beckett is... Okay, Beckett's now standing on the... Beckett, that's a generator, Beckett. Okay, okay, good. I think you managed to... Good, well done. You see, I've got myself a very, very nice special gun that was given to me by a community member. The two-shot Gauss rifle, so yeah, shoots an additional projectile and also bullets explode. And this has survived every purge of Fate duplicated weapons, so this thing's legit. This is a real thing. So yeah, damage 282, we'll be taking that with us actually. Here we go, dirty little secret. So mission number 1 is just, yeah, find the diary of a raider leader, because, well, it's not quite assassination, but I assume it's moving in the direction of assassination. I want to know a bit more about Beckett anyway, because, yeah, all we really know right now is he used to be a raider, now he wants them dead. Now, they wanted him dead first, so it might all be very simple, but I suspect there's a bit more to it than that. And here we go, the diary's at the Freak Show. Now, this used to just be, yeah, a former raider camp that had a bunch of monsters in it, but I'm guessing these days it's got, you know, actual raiders and whatnot. Nope, never mind, it's still flipping monsters. But with the stealth suit, as technically no one said anything about killing anybody, I might just be able to grab the diary and get straight back out again. Alright, so stay away from the toads, keep your distance, and it's somewhere in here, but I don't actually have, any form of marker to know precisely where. Then again, I could actually do with a little bit of food, so go on, we'll just grab all the meat off you guys. The glowing varieties always are a lovely, lovely colour. And yeah, there's some good stuff to be got off you guys anyway, like nuclear waste. That's actually surprisingly valuable. So, just grab that. Nothing major going on here at all. All nice and simple, unless I'm about to walk into an ambush, say. But if I am, I'm nice and invisible for the time being, so... okay, all seems fine. Nice, easy start. Alright, Beckett, so what's the point of this then? Go on, let's have ourselves an assassination here.
So, did you find it?
Yes, I did. So that was nice and easy, and he's handing over legendary scripts, so... okay, for the most part you don't get that from quests, so I'm guessing that's what you get for doing companion stuff. And, terrible place to hide it. Yeah, in the middle of, Monster Central Raider Camp. Bad place to hide a diary.
Yeah, I'm sorry I stashed it there. I just, I was a terrible chemhead back then. I lived in the moment. I made bad decisions. Speaking of which, I, have more crap from my past to fix, and, as my new therapy human, I need your help. I've got a buddy named Sage, who joined a stupid cult and got himself swept up into their nonsense. I, need you to find him. Get him out of there. And in the meantime, I'll try and get this, diary back to Edwin. Maybe that'll convince him to back us up, Sound good?
Alright, rescue mission. I'm down for that, and, yeah, I can't double check whether we're sure he wants to be rescued, but, we talking, Mothman cultists here?
Well, for a while, he was into a Tato cult. They just spoke to and then ate Tatos. I try not to judge, so... moving on, then he was in a cult that believed we were all living in some kind of terminal program or robotic AI unit. I don't remember anymore. Then he did some, Mothman thing. Might still be his jam. Or maybe he's into some other cryptid now. It doesn't matter, honestly.
I'm gonna be honest, if I had to join one cult in the world, I would go for a potato cult, because potatoes are delicious and nutritious, so he was onto a good thing there. But yeah, tell me more about him in case there's any information that helps me get him out.
Sage. He's a violent murderer, a sloppy thief, and used chems until his brain rotted down to almost nothing. Now he sees the world differently than we do. Last time I saw him, I was trying to get out of the Blood Eagles, and he was joining a new cult.
Okay, is there any reason we're actually trying to help this person? Because he sounds terrible, but okay, I'll get it done, sure. Aha, and as we do little quests, we're opening up new dialogue options with him, so I don't think we can ask him about family previously.
All I have left is a brother. Name's Frankie. But that's something we can talk about some other time.
Okay, so Frankie needs to get himself murdered by me. Gotcha. Here we go, one of the camps in the Mire. I've been here previously, so let's go over to... we'll go to K-Max, and then we'll just sneak in. We might be able to grab him and get out while we're invisible. Alright, here we go. Nice and invisible. Lovely day over here in the Mire too. So we've just got to get in. This was the one with the, the bright light, if I recall correctly. This was the camp that made sense. Because if you're summoning a moth, you need a big flame. Story checks out. So, okay. I do see some cultists. But, oh. Alright. All around me, in fact, yeah. Just stay calm. Find Sage. Get out. Not 100% sure whether prisoner or not. Or corpse. Could be a corpse. Let's just skirt around the outside for now. Look for a cage, potentially. That might be an option. Or use VATS. VATS could be of use as well. And is that a corpse right there? That's a corpse, but I didn't kill that guy. Somebody else killed that guy. I'm pretty sure I got lucky here. Someone's actually cleared this place out just before I arrived. Meaning, actually, you're all on your own. So, hello there, Sage.
Hey, what if C-A-T really spelled dog?
That's certainly a theory. Am I supposed to... No? Okay, we don't need to bother, you know, getting you to safety or speaking to you in any way. And no, he's just gonna run off into the mire by himself with no armor or weapons. Okay, so he's gonna die, and also someone's launched a nuke. Probably not here, though. No one ever launches nukes into the mire. No, just your bog standard normal nuke down over here. Alright, Beckett, job flippin' done. Can we please assassinate somebody now? Because you promised me assassinating raider bosses.
He ran off, right? Yeah, he does that. But don't worry, he'll find us when he wants to. But in the meantime, word's come back from Edwin. Turns out recovering his sad little diary isn't gonna be enough, so I thought of another idea. Find the stolen key to his weapons cache. Now that, and killing the traitor that took it, might be enough to flip him in our direction.
Okay, killing people. Now we're getting where I want to go. So, yes indeed, perception of 8, I could call you out on what's going on here a little bit. But instead, yeah, who stole the key? That's a good starting point.
Some nobody who thinks they have it all figured out. I don't even know their name. Hell, I don't even want to know. I just want that key.
Okay, but I'm going to need a location, so any further information at all?
Someone from Edwin's gang decided they wanted out. Honestly, Edwin can get pretty weird, so can't say I blame them. But anyway, this idiot thought stealing the key and then blaming it on a rival gang would cause all sorts of problems for Edwin. And, they were right.
Okay, you clearly don't want to talk about the details yet, so just point me in the right direction, I'll get it done. But, good point here. Why would you steal the key but not just clear the cache yourself?
The weapons cache isn't really the point. This traitor is clearly trying to goad Edwin's gang and a rival gang into a confrontation. Big mistake.
Okay, fair enough, I suppose. I'll be heading out then. And sounds like the nuke went off over there down in the Cranberry Bog, but too far away for me to see the cloud, sadly. Okay, back to the mire again, to the treetops, where apparently the key is. So yeah, this was a raised community. Some settlers tried to make a go of it, but ended up dead, though I can't remember what killed them precisely. I think it was just wildlife. But yeah, might have been reoccupied now. We're definitely in caution already, but no one's going to see me just yet. Mainly because, you know, I'm invisible. Also, what's that noise? I don't recognise what creature that is. So just keep heading up in the world. Hopefully we'll find something soon. Close quarter fighting like this, I might want to go over to my shotgun mine. This is a little bit, yeah, high up for a bow. Alright, here we go, right on top of the world, one of the highest locations in the game, and I've not run into anything. So I'm not 100% sure what actually, yeah, was making that alarming rumbling. Potentially the moment I grab this, something's going to spawn in. Or are we good? Nope, we seem to be good. Okay, so that's 3 fetch quests in a row. I would like a flipping murder now, please. You promised me murder. Though, to be honest, I think I've been either lucky or unlucky depending on your perspective. Because, yeah, I think possibly a high-level player just swung through the mire recently and annihilated everybody. So there's no enemies left in there for the time being. Also, I've got a neighbour these days, by the way. So this old campsite down over here, there used to just be a handful of mole rats. these days there's actually, yeah, there's just a raider veteran who lives next door to me. So I actually have neighbours these days, which is nice. Admittedly, that is going to be a bit on the awkward side when I back Foundation, but hopefully he'll be chill about that.
You got the key. Nice. Look at you. You're an animal. You know that? I mean that in a positive way, of course. Anyway, while you were gone, I reached out to Ronnie from Edwin's gang. And they want their key back, but they also want the traitor who stole it dead. The good news is, we finally have a name for this genius. Bronx. Cute, huh?
You know, I can't help but feel that, yeah, for the fact we're supposed to be killing raiders, we're spending a lot of time actually helping out your old raider friends. Like, suspiciously large amounts, in fact.
All right. Slow down there, killer. If we want to take down the Blood Eagles, we need Edwin's help. And to get Edwin's help, we need him on our side. So we take it one step at a time, okay?
Okay, I'm getting increasingly suspicious of Beckett here. So, yeah, what's the deal?
Well, Edwin's her uncle. And someday, when he kicks it, the gang goes to her. But the truth is, she's been leading that gang for years already. Having a tentative agreement with her is almost better than having a true handshake with him.
I still feel like we're just screwing over one gang in order to help another. This does not feel good to me. But yeah, the bare minimum, are we very confident this gang hates the Blood Eagles?
Oh, they, have a bit of a history. Edwin used to walk around with this giant fat cat perched on his shoulder, right? He loved that cat. I bet you can guess what the Blood Eagles did, right? That's right. They stole his cat, skinned it, and cooked it for dinner. Then they sent the bloody pelt back to Edwin in a sack. Classy, right?
Okay, so now I'm definitely pro just getting on with murdering some Blood Eagles. Let's make this happen. Okay, Traitor's demise. This is what we've been waiting for, people. Aha! And he's at the Ingram Mansion. Okay, so, here's what I want to happen. I want to get in, I want to assassinate him, then I want to walk straight back out again without anybody else ever seeing me. That's the plan. So yeah, there's an overlook right here. That'll be a good starting point for the approach. Okay, it's night. I'm invisible. This feels a good, suitable starting point for being an assassin. Especially with, yeah, a nice overlook that actually, yeah, is on the cliff overlooking the house. Here we go. We're getting close, but I don't have a quest marker. I've just got an area. So I won't know his location. I'm going to need to scout this out by myself. And here we go. Over there. Then again, that's the house. So that feels like maybe he's not in the house. Maybe he's just close by. Because that feels closer than the actual house is. Now the problem is, yeah, Big Bertha doesn't actually have a scope on her. Just a reflex sight. So, okay. I'm too far away to actually have any form of positive ID yet. Need to get a bit closer. This'd do, though. This is a good little cliff. This overlooks the area very nicely. Okay. Who do we have here? Because this area is interesting, which is, yeah, there's a front way in through like an old broken window. And then to get upstairs, you need to go in up the back. If I had to guess, I'd say that's where he's gonna be. So, kill Bronx. In theory, though, as that's, you know, a cultist, not a gang, it's possible that he's been captured. Alright. Keep on keeping on here. Loop around the front. I might be able to, yeah, see a handful of people. Level 50 or thereabouts. Nothing too dramatic. That is... No, that's not a person. That was my own, you know, wibbly armor thing going on. I don't see anyone down this side of the house, though. We might be able to just drop in and sneak inside without anybody realising. Yeah, I think that's going to fly. Should be able to drop that distance. Alright. If we're going close quarters, get out my instigating death tambo, which is very good at the... Okay, so I just walked in to a plant that flashes and crackles, but other than that, the stealth mission is still going just fine. Alright, here we go. So now we're close enough, we've got an ID. The question is, where is he? No one here. Mothman eggs. Just nice and slow. Get in, hit him with the tambo, get out again and... Okay, possibly he's downstairs. Oh, but it is cute though. We've actually found some Mothman lore here. That's nice.
The cathode ray tube is the retina to the mind's eye. Break out of your cocoon. Spread your wings. Embrace his gift. See through his eyes, and you will ascend. Gravity means nothing. Crusades mean everything.
Okay. Gravity means nothing. Well, if you're a moth, I suppose that's true. Alright. That's... Oh. Are you alive, dead, or asleep? Because I'm not seeing any chance to vats ya, which is a problem. Well, there he is. For some reason, I can't vats him. Okay, well then we just boop him then. And one quick boop. He is dead. Possibly could have spoken to him during the day, but honestly, job done. And quest, I promise he's dead. He's so... There we go. The quest has caught up. Also, I'll be having some eggs on my way out, because after the murder, sometimes I get peckish, and Mothman omelettes are really, really good eating. We've also got... Yes, I hear you out there. We've also got one. I'll take some free medicine. That's not so bad at all. Okay, we've got all sorts of notes around here. No, that's just Cryptid Hunter Monthly, but more lore for the Mothman folks. Alright, slap that in.
Chapter 8. Summoning Rite. On the night of a full moon, gather your fellows and sit around the effigy. Light the pyre, and have all recite the following incantation as one. Oh, bright one, we bid thee, follow this sacred flame with thy ever-watchful eyes. See clear as day this holy fire we burn in your honor like cattle to slaughter. We die for thee. Bid us welcome as we beckon thee with this divine lamp, that we may be blessed by the air underneath thy wings.
Okay, there's a lot of talk about wanting to fly. Is that what all of this is about? You guys just want to fly? I mean, that's fine. Flying is cool. That's a really cool fantasy. Just, you know, be open about it. Don't disguise it behind a moth cult. Right, so just drop down over here, and the assassination is done. He is dead. Literally nobody else knew I was there. Alright? Suit only, silent assassin. Alright, Beckett, job done. In fact, I murdered him with a tambourine, which is, in many ways, not really the weapon of an assassin, because it literally makes noise when you hit people with it. But, okay, nice to see Sage has popped by. Can me and you actually chat now?
Oh, must get another place setting for you, huh? Yeah, that would be cool.
Why do we need this guy again? I'm not 100% clear why we need this guy.
There you are, Sage. How you feeling, pal?
No time to chit-chat, Beckett. Oh, I see you found a friend. Here for the party?
Nah, there's no party, buddy. My friend was the one who freed you. You remember?
Remember? Yeah, sure. I saw it first, felt it last. Good times. Oh, we're gonna need more cake.
So, yes indeed, with Perception of 4 I've realised he's somewhat high and thus not particularly coherent.
I know he looks completely hopeless, but I promise you, it was worth springing him out of that place.
I'm gonna be honest, he wasn't even guarded.
Sage? buddy, pal, friend. Can you hear me? Hey, I need your help.
And we're taking down the Blood Eagles. All of them. Now to do that, we need to cut off the head. You get me?
No, not the head. Cut out the heart, the supply at the cave. The cave. Ooh, spooky. Cave.
Ah, he knows the location of something important. A cave somewhere.
Okay. The cave. Got it. And Sage, you better come back later for the other questions, okay? And try to drink some coffee or something. You're killing me here.
Okay, so there we go. Sage is now here. And yeah, a cave. Something important. Oh my goodness, we can start flirting with him. No. I'll be flirting with Commander de Guerre, actually. Not you, her. Screw you. So, yeah, honestly, I think he might still be in a weird cult.
Nah, that's his default sort of self. Like, he rarely makes a ton of sense at first, but I assure you, we got some info.
Oh, sorry, we're talking about Sage there. I was talking about the other guy in the cult.
If we want to take out the Blood Eagles, we need to cut off the supply before we cut off the head. Now, the cave is where the Blood Eagles store their supply of Buffout. And without it, well, it'd be harder to convert new members.
Okay, story checks out there because, yeah, we know that drugs were also a mechanism by which people were recruited into the Raiders right at the beginning, up in the mountains in the Savage Divide. We've heard that before. There was a tape in Flatwoods about it, actually. So, yes, indeed. Sage clearly still knows some stuff, and doubt the Buffout's pure. Must have modified it. Yeah, possibly cut it with Psycho, maybe, just to help people get into the, murder frenzy Raider mind space. And yeah, let's be specific here. When you say cut off the head, who are you talking about?
See, the Blood Eagles are led by 3 vicious maniacs. The Blood, the Eye, and the Claw. And when I say maniacs, I'm being polite.
Okay, this sounds good. 3 major assassinations. This I'm down for. Point me in their direction, I will go and murder them. So, Traitor's demise is done. And now, go to a cave, find some Buffout. And slowly things come into focus here. What we're trying to do is apparently stop 3 particularly bad raiders from forming their own personal drug-addled army. Which, seems legitimate. That's fair enough. Good call. Still, as yet another nuke comes in down in the Cranberry Bog, I would say, ladies and gentlemen, that is enough for now. We have got to the end of, well, the first stage of the Raider and Foundation quest at the bare minimum, meaning, yeah, now we need to make a choice. Now, I'm going towards Foundation at the minute, but I'm going to sleep on it at the bare minimum. Have a think about who I want to help or not help, because turning my back on Lucky Lou and Rah-Rah, that's tricky. They were both absolute stars, and I'll say it's a mark in favour of this game and its writing and its characters that just seems so far ahead of Fallout 4, and indeed most of Fallout 3, that actually I'm really rather attached to some of the characters, and I need to think hard about which ones I want to work with versus cut off. They've done a brilliant job here. Whoever wrote these new characters, bloody good work. So, okay, I'll have a think about that, and also, yeah, me and Beckett have got some more assassinating to do. Plenty of that coming up very, very soon indeed. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been many a true nerd, and this has been Fallout 76 Wastelanders. Thank you very much, and goodbye. We have got a gate key here, and then we have got I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake, I've made a mistake! This is going to take all of my skill and cunning as a hunter to sort out— Die, you mooing bastards! Die! Die! Go away. Go away, nobody likes you. That was a good idea till it wasn't.